Good evening, everyone. This is Senior Forecaster Cameron back here again. I'm here to go over the severe potential as we get towards the later part of this upcoming week into the early part of your next weekend here, guys. And we've been talking about over the page over the last couple of days here that we could look at the potential of a pretty potent storm system that could be coming through as we get towards the Friday and Saturday time frame. Storm Prediction Center hasn't issued a risk area yet, but if current trends were to continue, we could see a risk go out for at least the southern part of the state, Louisiana, Mississippi, up into Tennessee here, guys. So I'm going to be going over on what guidance is suggesting for that potential, and I'm also going to be going over the heavy rain prospect with this as well, because not only do we have severe weather, but we're also going to have the potential of very heavy rainfall with the system, and there could be some winter weather here on the backside of this, which I will be covering as well. And those that are wondering, where's winter, where's the winter weather, where's the cold air? It's still January. We still got later this month. We still got February. We even have March. So winter is far over for you guys here, and I think they're going to be there could be a potential pattern shift as we get towards the late month, mainly for the cold air potential. Winter weather prospect is way too far out to call for snow right now, but at least I do at least see a colder pattern as we get ready to get into the mid to late part of this this month here, guys. So what you guys are looking at here is the dew point temperatures for the GFS, the 0Z GFS, and what I'm going to be showing you guys here is the dew point temperatures as you guys are going to be able to see the moisture return in a better area, seeing the potential of severe weather. But what's concerning me in terms of the severe weather potential on Friday and Saturday at first is this weak cold front that's going to come through early week. And I've seen time before where guidance was suggesting basically an all-out outbreak for severe weather, but there was always something that happened beforehand that kept it from happening. And what's really got me kind of concerned in the back of my mind is that this weak front's going to come through as we get towards the early part of your work week here, guys. Not any rain expected. It's going to be a weak dry front that's going to swing through, but it's going to send dew point temperatures back down into the 20s and 30s. What's going to end up happening is this front comes through Monday night or early Tuesday morning. It's going to be basically like a catch-up game Tuesday through Thursday to get the atmosphere primed and ready for potential severe weather to close out your work week into the early part of your next weekend here, guys. So with that being said, there's dew point temperatures that drops into the 20s and 30s, and then here we are Wednesday. Your dew points start to rise during the day on Wednesday here. You guys will really start noticing it as you get towards late Wednesday night, early Thursday morning, and especially throughout the day on Thursday. Thursday night temperatures, dew point temperatures spike into the 50s and 60s here, guys, and then there's your warm front. Now, if you go over to GFS, the warm front goes way to the north. I'm talking about into north central Arkansas here, guys, and what we will be waiting on is a storm system that will be an upper level low that will be carrying out from the northwest into Texas and Oklahoma, which will result in a surface low developing just on the base of its trough. And then this is going to be pushing into Arkansas as we get towards Friday night and early Saturday morning if you were to go with the GFS. So GFS is suggesting a Friday situation here, dew points in the low 60s. You look at the potential of at least some severe weather here, guys, particularly in the southern half, possibly up to central Arkansas here. Probably a marginal slight risk-worthy event with the potential damaging winds, hail, and possibly a few isolated tornadoes given the shear in place. But I'm going to go ahead and show you guys temperatures real fast here. And this is the temperatures for the GFS for the same time frame. And this is what I'm talking about. That cold front's going to swing through late Monday night, early Tuesday morning. Temperatures 40s and 50s during the day on Tuesday. And the temperatures really start spiking as we get towards the day on Wednesday. And then you really start noticing the day on Thursday with temperatures getting into the 50s to low 60s here. And then on Friday, with that front coming through and your storm system developing, here we are Friday, and temperatures are in the upper 60s, low 70s across southwest Arkansas here, guys. So with that being said, it swings the front through, and I cannot rule out possibly some winter weather on the back side of this. I'm going to go to the radar real fast here. Here we are. And so for I wouldn't rule out possibly some winter weather with this. I wouldn't hold your breath with it. I'm going to go ahead and show you precipitation type here fast. So on the back side of this, and I'm going to show you guys real quickly here. Here we are Thursday. Thursday afternoon, early Friday morning here. Showers, thunderstorms really start taking off. But there's a break. There's a break early Friday morning if you were to go to GFS, and that could be critical on who sees what on Friday. And then thunderstorms really start popping off right around the lunch hour on Friday, and really starts breaking out as you get towards Friday night, early Saturday morning. The GFS, if it were to take place, you will look at the potential of severe weather here, guys. So there we are. And like I said before, I wouldn't rule out some winter weather, particularly in northern Arkansas, before this comes to a close. And then that's it. And the one thing I have to watch, because on the backside of this surface low is going to be the upper level, the 500 millibar low pressure. And if there's any moisture remaining in place, you could look at the potential of a brief period of rain and snow behind this. But I wouldn't expect anything significant out of this. Participating, I did not mean to pull up a sounding, but I am going to pull up a sounding for you guys, because I'm going to show you guys something for Friday afternoon here, guys. So let's just take Camden for an example, okay? And if you were to go to GFS here, just to look at the sounding here, marginal severe, Cape values over 1,000. Just looking at the shear profiles here, it looks pretty good. Look at potential at least some damaging winds of hail. This is right around noon. So if you already got 1,000 Cape in place at noon, it really will start taking off from there. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the surface-based Cape here. And this is what I'm talking about late week. It's got me very, very concerned here, because here's Friday morning. You have a break in the activity. Cloud cover starts breaking away. You get a little bit of sunshine in place, and the atmosphere becomes extremely unstable with instability values well over 500 to near 1,000 here. With the shear in place, that's more than plenty for at least the potential of severe weather here, guys. So it gets it out of here. But there's significant timing differences here with the Euro and the GFS. And I'm going to go ahead and show you guys that real fast here. So here's the European model here. Alright, so there's your warm front. This is warm front base, by the way. So most of this shower and thunderstorm activity on Thursday, which I've added in the 7-day forecast, is mainly because your warm front is going to start surging north. Alright, here we are Friday afternoon here, and the Euro's a little slower with this. I believe this is the warm front with the Euro, and it sends it north, and then on Saturday, it develops your system. So there's your system in here, and I'm going to go ahead and draw this out for you guys. Alright, so there's your system in here. There's your warm front way into Arkansas here, and then you have your little look over here, and then your upper level system is going to be behind it. So you're going to have your upper level trough behind this that's going to kick out a surface low in northeast Texas. And with that being said, you look at the potential of severe weather, particularly in the southern eastern half of the state into Mississippi, Tennessee, and Alabama, and then gets it out of here, guys. And like I said before, I wouldn't rule out some snow on the backside of this, but there is significant disagreements between the overall track and the position and the timing with this system. Euro is saying Saturday, GFS is saying Friday. So on Friday and Saturday are the 2 days that we just had to keep a very close eye on for the potential of severe weather here. And like I said before, with the timing differences, I just don't foresee a risk area going out at this current time here, guys, given that guidance needs to agree on a certain date before they could issue a risk area out. But with that being said, it's still time to keep a very close eye on the situation here, guys. And like I said before, we will be first to give you guys the risk area if there were to be one issue in the next couple of days. And also we will have more blogs to go over the potential of severe weather here, guys. So like I said before, I do appreciate you guys tuning into this blog here tonight. This is just going to be like a brief summary of what we could potentially be looking at as we get towards the day on Friday, or potentially on Saturday if you were to go to GFS, the European model route. And also, one more thing I want to show you before the blog ends is the potential of very heavy rainfall here. And one thing I want to show you guys here, I'm going to see if I can go to it real quickly here. So, there we are. And the European model, like I said before, is a slower version of this potential event versus the GFS. GFS is a little more progressive with it. Still has severe weather, but something we just have to keep an eye on here. And the one thing that is very concerning to me is the overall heavy rainfall here, guys. And I'm going to go ahead and take you guys out. And here we are Friday. Alright, so this is lunchtime Friday. Less than an inch. And then you get towards Sunday morning. you get about 4 to 7 inches of rain within a 48-hour time frame, and you're going to have some flooding problems on our hands. Luckily for us here in Arkansas, our rivers can handle it. We've had some dry periods. We haven't had a big time heavy rain event here in the natural state in a while, so we can handle it here in the natural state. For us to the east, Tennessee, Mississippi, the Ohio Valley, where they have had a lot of rainfall, where they've had significant rainfall, those are the areas that you have to watch out for the potential of flash flooding over there. But 4 to 7 inches of rain within a 48-hour time frame is going to cause at least some flooding issues here, guys. So that's something that we're just got to keep a very close eye on here, and we will have a rainfall graphic out for you guys here tomorrow, going over the potential of at least some flash flooding potential, particularly in the eastern half of the state here. And I'm gonna go over to the GFS real fast, and the GFS is more or less saying the same thing in terms of heavy rainfall here, guys. But like I said before, the GFS is a little more progressive with it versus the Euro here, guys. So here's the GFS, little version down, 1 to 3 inches of rain widespread over a good 24 to 48 hour period. So Euro's a little slower, more heavy rainfall. GFS is much faster with this system. Still has severe weather, but it's much faster with it and gets it out of here pretty fast here. So overall, the heavy rain potential is still there. Severe weather potential is still there. There could be a little bit of winter weather in northern Arkansas, and then I'm going to have to watch that upper level system behind this surface level, because if there's enough moisture left over, we could see a brief period of winter precipitation. If you were to go with GFS, it'd be Saturday morning. If you go with Euro, it'd be Sunday morning here, guys. So there's a lot of timing issues with this system at this current time here, but it should be much better as you get towards the early part of your work week here, guys. So like I said before, I do appreciate you guys for tuning into this blog here tonight, and y'all have a great rest of your Saturday evening.